What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out Gods Will Fall. This is kind of a Souls-like roguelike. It's really kind of hard to describe. I spent about 4 hours with it on stream the other day, and I still don't know quite what I think about it. I'll be really honest with you. There's a lot of attributes to this game that are good, and I really like them, and there's a lot of things about this game that feel like a swing and a miss. But we're going to dive on in today. We're going to spend about 25 minutes with it and see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list or pass on after checking out the gameplay that I have to show you. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and check the game out on new game mode over here, and we'll get ourselves all nice and situated.
Verbos de demon. Med. Hios. El sig. Sen forma. An landa. Gen lifto bena and spren. El som landa. Forslån and breeds. Fris leaf and leis de leaf. Graban ku wingra, sin wash ku temon. Wash the dios, o wash the vor al mastanot, odnen lifares. Ok, de vor winfalo, son malag tregastun. Olis, de rebellas lamdonia, Oklanga, Voltadea. Breeds and Glen and Lock and Cohen, Aeon Leg and Wefshaw. Selendeos Negen. Tonenton, Cabo Forma, Wastun Altunda Flenteslash, and Vas, Vomista Grana, Tubos Dios, Custal de Mash de Vo, Sam Friste, Dios Ninsenos. Som vegan more than wash. We do Borna, Roshma, Flesbrok, Mafrag, Gremo Wana, Skred Bevan Web, Blessans Wenbe. Orda tonen banish. Leave the muse in mure again. Tandok osha banish. Morda branos clean libo. Jus osamanos. Dios. Ufa.
So here we are. We're at the beginning of the game. Effectively, the way that this works is every single one of these warriors is a randomly generated character. So imagine like you're playing Dark Souls, and it's like a boss rush game, and your goal is to go in and kill the boss. But every time you die, your character is gone, and then you got to play a new character with a new loadout and a new skill set and new things that they're good at, right? That's basically what this game is shooting for. So every single one of these characters has different abilities, they have different weapons, they have different things that they're capable of doing. We have a cave entrance over here. I don't know if we need to do that or if we can just carry on through. There you go. So the gods are also, like, on some level randomly generated as far as I know. There's going to be all of these layers right here, and they're going to be different levels that we're going to play through in order to kill off these various bosses. We could probably do Osseous first. I feel like I've got the Osseous fight down pretty solidly. Like, I feel like I understand the mechanics of that fight. So we'll try to go after him first and see if we can take him out. If you manage to kill one of the bosses, your guys level up. They get upgrades. They get stronger. They get cooler stuff. I guess Boadanu is doable too. I believe that I've killed Boadanu, so I think we can take it. Your characters also have predispositions to fighting certain bosses. So when it gives you a prompt like that, it means you want to send that character in. Because if they go in and they win, it will fix a lot of the problems about that character. Or they'll get like buku upgrades, basically. So we'll go on into here and we got to pick our warrior. We have Brett. We have Oifa. We can take a look at their stats as well through here. So this guy basically has no skills. This lady has no skills as well. We have Alice, who is an evasive master. That means that her invincibility and parry timer are much more generous than everybody else's. We have Keegan, who apparently has increased damage while Bloodlust is available. You will get some characters that are utterly useless, and you will get other characters that are actually, like, quite frankly, really, really overpowered. It's just kind of, like, up to you to figure out who they are. I think it was Gwendolyn that it wanted to send in there. This guy's got a lot of speed. Vigor is how much HP you have. She also has an upgraded sword, so she's a little bit stronger than the other guys. You can see the little stars underneath their weapons. She's a little bit faster, and she's got a little bit less health, but I think I'll probably go with her first. In addition, different weapons are going to deal different damage versus different enemies. So some enemies are super susceptible to the damage they take from edged weapons. Other enemies are really, really susceptible to blunt damage. You just got to kind of figure it out for yourself. We can dash. If you dash at the right time, you'll parry the enemy. We've got our normal attack right here. We've got strong attacks right there that we can pull off. This little guy over here, we can also jump. So let's go up the hill and see if we can find this guy. Yeah, and so basically the more enemies we kill, the less health the boss is going to have at the end. I didn't know if there was going to be a third swing right there. I'm getting crunched right now. There we go. Let's go on in. The good news is, you see that little flash right there? We can heal whenever we want by pressing the left trigger. Oh yeah, we can also pick up enemies' weapons, and we can throw them at people and stuff too, which is actually kind of hilarious. I haven't played this game since this weekend, so this might be a little bit slow go. Is that guy down right there? Oh, I knocked him prone. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and take that guy out. He's now dead. He's got a weapon. I'm going to see if I can jump that guy. Oh, my God. Okay, that guy went in hardcore on me. He's now down, but we deal 2 damage when we attack, so that's nice. One big warning that I would give you for this game is they've made the odd decision that, like, the game really doesn't have that great of PC controls. You use WASD to move, and you use, like, JK and L, basically, to use all your abilities and stuff. So you're kind of going to have to play this with a controller. It does control pretty intuitively and pretty well on controls, though. I'm going to throw that at him. He's got armor on, so that's going to make him a little bit more of a headache. Oh, I got smacked. I'm going to try to bait the swing. There it is. Oh, I timed the parry wrong. I got to get it back. I haven't played in a little while. There we go. We got that off of him. Let's see if we can get some hits off. We got a little bit of HP back right there. That's called our roar. So our health is on the left-hand side. Our health will fill back up with kind of like a shaded version of itself as we get more and more combo hits off without taking damage. And that's effectively the way that you heal yourself. You also get a fat buff. Oh, dude, I don't want to do that. Yeah, there we go. There's our opening. Well, not really. Okay, we didn't really get an opening right there. I'm being a little bit clumsy right now. There we go. There's our parry. While he's on the ground, we can stomp him like that right there, too. And then we roar, and we've got full health back. The more health that you restore from a roar, you get a buff, too. So you see that red stuff all over me? You get like a buff from that. Yeah, the enemies are pretty opportunistic in this game. If they see you fighting somebody else and not focusing on them, they will absolutely jump in and try to capitalize on the chaos to deal some damage to you. What else we got going on over here? Got some ammonites and stuff on the ground. Where are these bad guys at? I'm going to chuck a sword at this guy. Eat sword! Yeah, right in the butt. Oh, nope. He got the big swingies. Okay, well, he's now dead. I'm going to dash out after that one. Oh, I missed the parry. That was my bad. I tried to get it, dude. Last weekend when I was playing this on stream, I had the parries down. Like, I had them figured out, and I was doing a pretty good job with them. But we'll break his armor real fast. I'm going to try and break his armor, too. His armor did not break, so unfortunately the man is still unencumbered by wounds. There we go. Now we've done a little bit better. He can swing if he wants. I'm going to try and get some hits off on him. Oh, okay, the reach on that. There we go. Let's get him with a parry. Take him out right there, and then when he stands back up, we'll finish him off. Heal myself real fast. I'm going to take this hammer. A lot of the enemies in this game have, like, chitin, and they have, like, armoring. And so, like, blunt weapons are going to be super good against these guys if you're really trying to soften them up. Yeah, you just die outright. I don't like the fact that you exist, and I want you to go. This hammer, I'll probably throw at somebody. There we go. It's going to break soon anyway, so I figured we'd chuck it at somebody. All right, so this guy is going to he's going to throw a rock at me. All right. I see an opening. This big guy right here has like super HP, so just watch out. He tried to belly bump me right there. I'm going to get him with one of those. He didn't actually follow through with the combo right there. That breaks my heart. And now he's dead, but I'm low on health. Well, I'm down 1 health. It's not that bad. So far, we've shaved 3 hits off of Boadanu. And like, I'll talk about my overall feeling about this game once we get to the end of the stream. Because there are things that, like, I think about this game that, like, work and do not work with the overall mechanic that they've put into play. There's another one down right there. I'm going to take his weapon with me. We're going to be jumping onto a raft pretty soon, if I remember correctly. And then we got to do the old school, like, side-scrolling beat-em-up thing. Ooh, there's treasure right there. I'll take that. What is it? It's a kidney mushroom. What does a kidney mushroom do? Oh, it makes me hit harder for a short amount of time. Nice. Okay. Jump onto the raft, and let's see if we can get this thing taken care of. Our badass warrior kind of treading out into the distance, floating on the waves, smelling the stink of that weird yellow stuff that's always on the beach with the bubbles and whatnot. I don't know what it is, but it's gross, okay? Yeah, get off my boat, please. I don't like you guys on my boat. I would prefer if you were not a part of my boat. You guys can be dead on my boat. That's fine by me. Just don't be alive on my boat. By the way, we can fall off the boat, so, you know, be careful. You will most assuredly die if you fall off into the water. As it turns out, the ancient Celts apparently weren't super good at swimming. This guy just fed up a gimme right there. I know that attack animation. So he's now down, and we've made our way to the shore. There we go. We'll just... Aw, dude. I'm trying to get my parries off here, but, like, there's a little... Oof. Okay, so the red hits. We gotta talk about the red hits, otherwise the game's not gonna make sense. So if their weapon flashes white, it's parryable. If it flashes red, it is also parryable. But if a red strike is the last part of your health and you take it, that character is dead permanently. They cannot be rescued from the depths. However, if your character dies from a hit that is a white blow, they get captured, and then when you beat the boss, you get them back at the end of the struggle. Like, I know, it's kind of verbose and wordy, and, like, it's kind of hard to track, but it makes sense after a little while. It hasn't really actually come into play for me, in all honesty. I've never lost a character to a red swing, and so, like, it's not a problem that's come up. Please die. I don't know if you're dead. Please be dead. I would also like for you to be dead so that I can get my health back. I'm going to take your weapon real fast, and where's the path to get up there? Looks like it's right here. Okay. This guy's got a little bit of armor on. I was going to say, I don't know if I can get him right there. He's kind of in a dubious spot. We're going to have to bait the swing, and then if we kick him, I think we can go after him. There we go. Perfect. I didn't lose any health right there, so I don't feel that bad about that conflict. This guy is going to do God knows what. I don't know how long his combo is, but apparently long enough to fracture my face holes off. That's how long the combo is. Precisely long enough to fracture my face. Oh, I took that last one. That's not good. I got to get my combo up on this guy right here. There we go. There's a little bit of health back. I'll take it. I think we're almost at the boss. Throw that at him and just kind of stick him. Take him out. I'm going to grab that right there. We got a big boy over here. He fell off into the water, so, like, he's no longer a concern. He's, like, super dead. We got an opportunity for a spicy combo right there, and spicy it was. I don't remember how to use my items. I think it's, like, left shoulder button, but, like, I'm afraid to waste it and try. I'm pretty sure it's left shoulder button, though. We're going to want to pop that during the boss. Yep. You're not dead? You had 1 health left and I hit you. Look, it's just crates full of humans. Don't worry about it. Crates full of humans are a totally normal thing to keep inside your dorm room. There we go. The boss-like dorm room. It's like the normal accoutrement that bad guys go with. I'm going to doink him real fast. I'm going to see if I can finish one of these guys off real fast. I'd like to get another thrown weapon and get his armor off. If you're not good at this game, just throw stuff, dude. There is never a shortage of stuff that you can throw at the bad guys. I'm trying to tell you what. Just throw stuff. There is a limited amount of exploration you can do in the levels to find secret stuff. There are like ledges and things you can like drop down onto if you want, and there will occasionally be like loot and treasures and stuff like that out there, but none of it is like incredibly important. Like, so the consumables in this game are pretty good. They do matter. Like, I'm not going to say that the consumables don't matter, because they do. Like, for example, the mushrooms that we have right there, they make us deal double damage for a while, which can be just incredibly useful if you're trying to DPS down a boss, like, fast. Like, it's going to be a close one, and you decide to just go for it, dude. It can be pretty helpful. However, that being said... we took one right there. Didn't want to take a hit right there, but we done took a hit right there. I can drop down here... I don't have a throwable, but he's got a club, so I'm not really that worried about anything that he's going to do to me. Let me get my health back real fast. Get him. Oof, that guy almost got me. He had a plan. He was going to run me through. These are lore scrolls right here. They don't really do anything but fill in the game world. I'll leave that for you just in case you're going to go get the game and you'll learn more about how this whole world functions. But here's the boss fight. Let's see what we can do. I don't remember the boss's animations super well. So this may go a little bit sketchy, but if we get wrecked right here, we'll try a different boss so that you can see him. It's a giant hentai tentacle monster that lives inside the oceans. Yeah, I don't remember what this guy does. I think he has like a flippery thing that he does. And then you just gotta kind of like not be greedy. If you get greedy, he has this tendency to like wipe you off the board. I'm getting greedy right now. I shouldn't be getting greedy. He's going to summon a couple of minions right here that are going to come up, and we're going to have to battle them. They are going to kind of like clog up this area that we're trying to do combat in. That guy fell down. I'm just going to try to get some more hits off here. That's what I'm going to do. There's my battle roar. I always forget there's a second swing right there. There we go. A little bit more damage on her. Kill this guy off. We can also throw stuff at the boss in case you were wondering how that works. So that's an easy way to get some damage off. Just be aware that, like... Oh my god. Yeah, let's just get them all down real fast. I'm going to try to get back in here, get some good chops in, and she's going to run off. Let me restore my health real fast. This guy's got 2 swings to go out. I'll take him out real fast. Another tentacle kind of flopping around, which is worrying. The enemy numbers are growing too, which is kind of a headache. I don't want to get trapped off from the boss because I think we've got a kill here. There we go. These guys are all going to have to be dealt with, though, before too long. So there it is. Let me get my health back real fast. There's more! But wait, there's more bad guys. There's always more bad guys. All right, so you take a swing at me, please. And then I will finish you off. And there's our first boss kill right there. This game is kind of like Mega Man in a way, too, where, like, I've played the game for, like, 4 or 5 hours, so I know which bosses are easiest to pick off and which ones are the hardest. But it does seem to kind of be changed around a little bit, too. Like, some bosses seem to get, like, buffs or things added to their health. To make things a little bit more difficult. And so anyways, I haven't really... This game is so esoteric. Like, they don't explain anything to you. You just kind of got to figure it out on the way. But we should get a bunch of free items right now to maybe upgrade some of our guys and make them a little bit stronger. Ooh, she got nerfed. That's not great. Normally, you get buffs for winning. Okay, well, some of our guys got extra HPs. We got ourselves a bone rune. We got ourselves some metal scrap, or a meal scrap. And then we got ourselves a bow and arrow, which I've actually never seen before. That's pretty cool. We got a bunch of weapon upgrades. Oh, my goodness gracious. So we've got a bronze war axe over here. Does anybody have a war axe? Any of you guys? You got like a war axe or something? She's got an old axe, but that's a one-hander. Does anybody have like a two-hander? I'll give it to one of my spear guys. Oh, he doesn't want it. Okay, so like we can only give that to somebody that has the axe, and we got all spear guys. Okay, we'll give it to her since she has axe skill, but I do like the twin axes. I think they're really, really good. We got an upgraded sword right there. Do we have anybody? Yeah, upgrade your sword. We've got an upgraded axe right there. We'll give that to her. And then everything else is trash, and we don't really want to worry about it, so we'll throw it all out. Okay, so our first boss fight went pretty well. I'm actually pretty glad that I flawlessed that. I was a little bit worried about it, but I've been playing this game so much lately, and this game is such a mixed bag for me. I'll give you an example. So the mechanic that they have in play, where the more minions you kill, the lower the boss's health is, it feels inconsequential, because at the end of the day, the level is the same every single time. You fight the exact same amount of bosses every single time you go after them, and so, like, you're whittling off the same health every single time, effectively. The other things that, like, I would kind of think, we got Breathe Dorcha down there. We've got Karnakas. We've got Osseous. I can do Osseous. Let's go do Osseous. Osseous is pretty easy once you find the opening, but like Osseous is one of those bosses that appears to be like impossible, like you're never going to be able to do it the first time you fight him. And then once you figure out where Osseous' opening is, he's actually not that bad. Okay, so we got to send in Oifa. I think Oifa's got to do it, otherwise we get debuffed. So where's Oifa at? Oifa's right there, and she's got a spear. I like the spear. I think the spear is kind of broken, overpowered. So, like, I think we'll be okay. We can bring in some items with us if we wanted to, too, like a free heal or, like, double damage if we wanted to. I'm actually sort of interested to see how this is going to work with a spear. I've never fought Osseous with a spear before. I've always done it with a sword or double axes or a two-hander, so, like... might be interesting. All the weapons fight differently, and they have different combos. But as I was saying, like, the mechanic is kind of weird. I think if the dungeons were randomized and they were more open world and exploratory, that mechanic would actually be really, really rad. And it would encourage you to kind of play the whole level every single time. But as it came down to it, I just started, like, when I was doing repeated boss attempts, I would just run straight past all the mobs and, like, just fight them at full health because it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? So it kind of feels like a missed opportunity, I guess. She's got a long thrust right there that she can get people with, and that's what's kind of broken about the spear guys. Let's see here. Hey, you, come here. I spear you in the butt. Yeah, fear my dick spear. It will hurt you in the wiener. I'm going to pick this up over here, and then we'll move our way forward. I'll probably throw this at this guy. Ooh, Osseous got a lot of health this time. It doesn't matter because Osseous is, like, super easy. But, Osseous is kind of a DPS race, in all honesty. Like, with Osseous, you got to, like... what Osseous does is they destroy the play area, and eventually you'll fall into one of the holes and instantly die because there's not enough area left to maneuver. It's a DPS check, so really with Osseous, you need to get in there and just cause damage. Yeah, how you like me now? I took care of your dope-ass helmet. Let me get that real fast. Oh, that had more reach than I thought. Okay. Oh, I parried that, bro. I parried that. There we go. There's the parry I was looking for. Finish that guy off real fast, get a little bit of damage off right there to fill up the old combo meter. Pick up that spear because it's a good throwing weapon. See? It's really, really good for throwing. That guy was just sitting there sunbathing, and all of a sudden he got wrecked. These mobs will be more or less difficult depending on whether or not you've made the right decision on what boss to fight. So, like, let's say you go in to fight this boss and, like, randomly the game has decided that he's going to be one of the more difficult ones. There'll be, like, big-ass guys down in here, like mega crabs that you have to fight that are way more difficult than normal mobs. You got to kind of, like, pick your fight order. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. Well, that guy's kind of big and scary. Okay, I got to get the timing on this. Okay, I'm still too early. Ooh. There we go. He's got a lot of HP, too. All right, I'm just not going to get greedy here. I'm just going to poke him a little bit. I appreciate that hitbox being, like, frame accurate, though. If that hitbox was less accurate, that would have been a really nasty fight. I think I saw something over here. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw a treasure or something down on this bluff. Yeah, there it is right there. It might be something useful, like throwing knives. It's a bone rune. The bone rune basically one-shots an enemy of your choice. You put a trap on the ground, and if they step on it, it insta-kills them. But yeah, I feel like the mechanic with the boss's health going down as you kill minions is kind of underutilized. Like, I feel like that could be deployed, like, a little bit better. Like, I also found myself, as I was getting further and further into this game, wishing that there was more progressive elements to it. Like, I wish that there was more reason to explore the map and, like, find loot and stuff like that. Yeah, he's gonna swing it. Oh, he got a combo! I did not expect the combo right there. Oh my god, I just got wrecked. Okay, yeah, let's go, like... I don't know, dude. Like a bone rune or something over here? I don't know, dude. I'm gonna throw the bone rune over here. Yeah, get this guy for me. There we go. So he's like dead outright. I definitely need to get a kill off right here, though. Like, my health is looking like hysterically bad. Let's go off in this direction. I just dash everywhere because it's faster. The walk speed's kind of slow in this game. If you want to take a look at the options menu and see what was available, it's pretty bare bones. So bare minimum things that I would like to see added to this options menu right here. I'd like to see VSync added because I get pretty bad tearing when I play this game. In addition, I'd like to be able to turn off the screen shake. Stuff like that that I just don't particularly personally enjoy altogether that much. There we go. Yeah, you go sit on the ground for a minute. There you go. I take your armor from you. I take your armor, and I drink it up. There we go. Get a little bit of health back, too. But yeah, like, there's a lot of weird mechanics in this game. Like, I wish the levels were randomized. That would make it a lot better to me. I wish there was more reason to explore and more things to find around to, like, upgrade your characters. I wish that the life mechanic that they have up there was, like, a little bit more, I guess, in-depth. Like, something more than just killing enemies to make the health go down. Like, if there was objectives and, like, mini-bosses you could go up against to sort of, like, increase the amount that you've depleted off the boss. You know, at the risk of your character, you go up against, like, mini-boss challenges, and you get, like, you know, a lot more health reduction by doing that. I'd like to see that. I would have liked to have seen it where there's like little shrines and stuff, and if you fight hard battles to get through it, it puts debuffs on the boss that makes them like hit less hard, or makes them move a little bit slower, or makes their parries a little bit more generous. Like, just stuff like that. Like, this is one of those weird games where, like, at a visual level, it's perfectly functional, but, like, I just find myself wishing there was more, like, all the way through. For every mechanic, like the fighting, that I find to be really, really satisfying, there's, like, other mechanics that I feel like could be fleshed out a little bit better to just make the game a tiny bit more engaging. And that's not to say that the game is bad by any respect. It's just that, like, little things like you have to have a controller in order to play this game on the PC. Like, the boss mechanic being, you know, a little bit thin and like, able to be fleshed out a little bit further. Like, there's not that many upgrades and things. Like, I would have liked to have been able to gone through and, like, visually seen your character upgrade armor that they find on the map and stuff like that, that basically makes, like, it gives you armor like the bad guys have and stuff like that. And, like, I know they were going for, like, a very, very difficult boss rush Jotun type of game with the way that they designed this, but, like, for all the things that I'm satisfied with, I wish there was other things that were a little bit more fleshed out, and, like, little mistakes like controller only not having been made, because it's a shame. Like, I think they were onto something with this. So my general opinion about this one is that, like, I like it, but I realize the reasons full well why other people might not like it, and so I'd probably wait for a sale until it comes down by a couple iterations of dollary dues. If you're into Dark Souls, or you're into, like, Jotun, or you're into, like, boss rush games, I do think that you'll probably end up enjoying this game, because it's very much a boss rush game. These little minion enemies right here, more or less, like, are not hard at all. They're pretty easy to churn through. You really only kill them in order to, like, take the boss's health down a little bit further. Just keep stabbing. There you go. We're just gonna keep... Oh, this guy... Wait, hold up. What? Okay, I guess they bugged down. I did have some crashes and some bugs and things, too, while I was streaming this on Twitch TV, so keep that in mind. I had a character that every time I used his healing ability, it crashed the game. I don't... Oh, man, this guy's got... Okay. I don't think our strategy's gonna work here. I think I'm just gonna have to get aggressive. I'm just gonna power through because I got a full heal anyways. So there you go. This is Gods Will Fall. Obviously, a little bit of a tarnished gem. Like, it's definitely got its flaws, but I've been enjoying it. But take my words into account. If any of those things seem like a warning sign to you, wait. Wait till it goes down to like 10 bucks or so and get it then if you're really, really jonesing for kind of like a boss rush game. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we had Gods Will Fall. Tomorrow will likely be something else. I'll see y'all next time, and thanks for being here.